Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Hunter x Hunter. It's episode 54 and as always, if you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses, dot, pause with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. To those that came back, welcome back. What an episode! Again, I can see why many of you in the past said it's like build up the first 50 episodes and then it goes. Because it really changed when it comes to speed and dynamic and everything. Although the first 50 were pretty good as well. So I liked them. But let's talk about this episode. So the spiders, as we all know, are not dead. And I once again got a little surprise in this episode, and I really, really like that, because I did not realize it. And I mean, it was kind of logical. So Chrollo stole the fortune-telling powers. And, I mean, why wouldn't he? The thing that he did not kill her did not mean he did not steal the powers from her. Being who he is and the spiders who they are, realizing that there is an imminent threat, a massive danger due to this ability of the little girl, yeah. He has the ability to copy or steal powers, so surely he did it. So now he has the fortune-telling powers. But I did not realize that. Which brings me to the interesting question. He mentioned in the past, in the fight with the father and the grandfather of Killua, that there are multiple steps he has to do to steal powers from someone. So that's kind of interesting there. So I mean, he tried that in the fight as well. The question is, what is it? We know that he knocked her out at least once. He drank something with her. He sat and talked with her about herself. There clearly was some option for him to touch her at specific points if he, I don't know, like needs to touch her hand or her head or stuff like that. But it is very unclear yet. Sure, one could watch this episode again, which you possibly did due to rewatching stuff and watching reactions, and see when it happened. And I guess we will somewhere in the future learn how he does it. And for you who watch reactions, it is possibly a cool thing having this knowledge and seeing this episode with Chrollo again, where he met her, and seeing at which point he possibly did it, how he did it. You know, it's a very nice way of bringing us to watch it again. I like that. It's cool. So he has a fortune-telling power now. He writes fortunes for every troop member. There are very many of them are similar. You know that Uvo is dead and they all mourn and stuff. By the way, Hisoka's did not have that in. Not at all. It was just about him. Just saying. And I think that tells us a lot. The spiders, the troop, sees themselves really as a troop, as a group of people. They, in many regards, do not look personally, not about their very own good. Many of them, this idea of we are a group, we work together, is really strong with them, and I like that. Hisoka is not. I mean, he clearly is just self-centered, and you could see it in his fortune, which kind of tells him to do as he wanted: sell out the spiders and move away. And seeing this fortune, it tells him you will succeed doing that. So he even has a boost now in doing it. I really liked, however, from the spider's perspective, how some of them stated like, okay, I'm going to die, so that's not so bad, kind of, but we have to make sure those don't die because they are unique in their skills and capability. I mean that who would say that, right? If you are faced with death and you're a member of a group, sure, just by pure and cold logic, you might say, man, I'm just a sellsword. I'm just a fighter, right? It's okay, there are others out there. I'm not so important, but those who bring our intel are. Something that Chrollo referred to as well when he talked to Nobunaga, that Nobunaga is a sword, is a fighter, and he is meant to protect, to shield the others. So, which is how he tries to bring him to move away. But it tells us that this group, the spiders, the Phantom Troop, as we learned already in the past episodes, although being evil, are not maniacs, are not dicks, if you know what I mean. They really care for each other. And that's a cool thing. I like it when you have real fleshed out enemies. Not, I give you a red lightsaber, now you're evil enemy, right? That's just a good one, really good one. Those three over here are meant to die. I mean, we have seen a lot of the manipulation abilities. We have seen the sucking away of dead bodies, so I can see that. Although I'm really sad for her dying, because I really like her, kind of. But she is mean as well. And last but not least, the woman on the right hand side, yes, I can see why she has to die. Her ability to read minds makes her incredibly dangerous. And that is what brings us to the scene in the room with Gon, Killua, Leorio, and Kurapika. So, ignoring the fact that Leorio, once again, is kind of the comedy character and taking things not seriously enough, the main interaction was interesting between the other three. So, one thing is, Gon, when they met first time, showed a new meaning of what to do in life to Killua, and I really, really like that. Because, to those of you who have seen my last discussion, that was my big question. What is Killua doing now? And not Killua, sorry, Kurapika is doing now. Because if the spiders are gone, his major thing in life, hatred, his goal to kill them all, vanished. And he was empty, as we have seen. And Gon, first time meeting him again, just gives him the new goal in life. In your face, directly. Find the eyes of your people. And that's a big one. I can see that. It's a cool. And yes, there might be some fighting involved and some rage, but why not? But it's a nice one. And you could see that Kurapika instantly took that idea. It was like, yes, that's it. And I think he questioned himself, what is my goal now? That's the one thing. Killua, on the other hand, wearing strange stuff this time, seriously, was about going for the last spiders, not knowing they're all still there, and was like, hey, just 5 of them left, roundabout, let's go and catch them, right, and kill them. And seeing that Kurapika has this amazing ability now, that he's like, we really should stand a chance. And it makes sense if you see that a lot of those spiders are not fighters, right? That's something I always underestimate. Uvo was the fighter, as is Nobunaga. Those are the two fighters of the group. Chrollo clearly is one as well. Hisoka, we know, is a capable fighter. But some of others of them are about gathering intel, about getting rid of everything that shows a track to you. So those three here are not really fighters. I guess we will see them in fight, and they will possibly be not really bad. But I don't think they will be on a level of Uvo. So, from Killua's perspective and standpoint, it makes sense to go after those who are weaker now compared to the others of the group. And yes, there was a reason. I mean, there was still money involved and they need money for the game, right? But I really dig the fact that Kurapika was like, no, no, I want to do the other stuff, right? So having he went off the path of hatred. He was like, okay, I'll end it. It's done, you know. The boss of the spiders is dead. That was my goal. Sure, all the spiders you could say, but that's enough. And then here comes Hisoka and just turns it all around again, brings them back on track, his track. Yeah, good one. That was really good. Now, Meteor City. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, this world is a weird one. No question. I discussed this in the past. That you have like steamboats and stuff like that on the one hand, but incredibly modern technology, mobile phones, worldwide net, internet abilities. But then you have like farms and harvest areas and wood cutting. People like chopping trees, right? So it's a strange mix of a fantasy adventure world and a modern world and a little bit of steampunk. But I think that's why it's nice, right? It's working. Why not? However, Meteor City is a place you need in kind of an adventure world, right? You need dark places. You need problematic places. So here it's I thought when the beginning of this episode was that it was a city destroyed by a war. I thought like, you know, if you have a big war and one side lost and the city is just rubbles and then the enemy the winner moves away because there's nothing else to take, you know, like plundered, pillaged and ravaged the place and left everything that is not worth lying there. And then who's growing up in a city like that? It's a bit like many cities after World War II. There you have pictures like that. So that's what I thought first. But here it is a different approach. It is a city that came to be by all the other nations and people just throwing their garbage and their dump at this place. So that's not a nice way to do. And it shows that those nations really have a problem because if you have so much garbage, you possibly should think about doing something else with it than just throwing it on one pile somewhere else. Just talking about the money you need to bring it there, right? But okay, so they throw everything at this one place, old stuff that they don't need anymore, that they don't want anymore, and people as well. That's a harsh thing. Because what does that do to those people's mind? If you realize once you're old enough that you literally have been thrown away like trash because you were not redeemed worthy enough. That will destroy a kid's mind, a youngster's mind, which is about the time you realize it. And then you can just go for some options. Either you fall down and weep and give in to it and just think of yourself as low life and not worthy. Or you may find inner strength, or you will choose the way of darkness, right? This is where Cis are born. And become angry at those who did it and at society in general and say, okay, if you don't want me, then screw you, I will do it by my own way and I will show it to all of you. Destroy you, rob from you, steal from you, you know, whatever. So possibly that's, it makes sense that the Mafia is getting people from there because it gives them an option of an alternate family that they never had, kind of. And it makes sense that the troop formed there as well, trying like a third way next to the Mafia. Yes, there would be a lot of tension in those areas, people fighting for food and survival, I'm pretty sure, so you have to be strong to survive. But there is this bond that was mentioned by, I think it was by Leorio, knowledge, right, Leorio. The fact that although this bond is thinner than normally, you have to fight each other to survive. it is, on the other hand, strangely enough, stronger than a family, because you are born or raised in this place and you know what that means. So you have each other's back, possibly against others, right? Between each other, you fight when you are there for food. But if someone from the outside comes in and wants to tell you what to do, you're like, hey, screw you. I don't like this guy. I just beat him for a piece of bread. But I will defend him to my life against you. I like that. It's a nice idea. So Meteor City makes sense, and they will go back there. Good to know. And last but not least, we have the fortunes that were red, and we have Hisoka very likely change his fortune, because we heard the original before, and when he gave it over, it changed. Now, there was this, the first page did not change. Someone with scarlet eyes comes to your shop. That's why Nobunaga is angry and thinks that Hisoka sold out Uvo. Which is not completely true, but, you know, he would have done it if he could. He changed, however, the other pages. What is weird to me is that when Hisoka gave it over, the second page, which was about the secrets of the spiders, that was read out by others. So I thought, because what Nobunaga later read was changed from page 2, I think, and that was where the secrets were, that Hisoka is selling them, right? I think others of the troop read that. It's a weird thing. Let me check that. Maybe I'm wrong. Half Angel. Oh no, that's the second one. Okay. 11th Moon. Okay, that's one. He will be especially pleased to learn the 11th Moon's secret. Yes, okay, so that's the thing. And yes, he sold that. Yeah, he did. So that's why Nobunaga says you sold him. The customer will return and leave you alone with the man with St. Peter's cross. And he, horse will be torn away from calendar as Hisoka, so he will leave the spiders. That's all clear. Where is the one? You would do well to sell the calendar secrets. Exactly, that's what I meant. Okay, so possibly he didn't change it to there. So now let's see what that would be our secret. So they read that. And now see here. We'll visit your shop. And he changed it there already. That's what I meant. That's weird. Because if Hisoka would have changed it, he would have done it before handing it over to all the others. Because now all the spiders would be against him. But the text changed, as it seems, only when Nobunaga got it. And that is weird. I don't know why. I mean, sure, Hisoka wants Nobunaga to fight him. I can see that. He wants to kill him one by one. Taking out the big fighter would be a cool thing, because then the troop in general is very, very weakened. They lost both of their fighters, right? Two of their fighters. They have more than just. But he changed this. Lord of Law upon you. Ugh. So I can only think that Hisoka connected. He had this flash ability that he puts like a blanket above something, right? That he put something like that above the paper and activated it just when Nobunaga took it. Okay, that's possible. But why wouldn't he have done that before? That is what is weird for me here. Because it is not Nobunaga's fortune, right? It's Hisoka. So, and he's playing with the cards while doing it, so I'm pretty sure he's doing stuff. He's using Nen, and it's a bit, why is no one watching him right now, So that's the thing where I'm unsure about why that changed so late. I thought he would have changed it sooner. That's what I'm talking about. We will see. Next episode. It's, interesting, and we will see if Gon, Killua, Kurapika, and Lorio are coming along to help Hisoka. I think he could need some, because at the moment he's alone against them all. We will see. That's it from me this time. As always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.